Hi Gemini, and Happy New Year to you. This is Samantha from Insights Tarot, and I'm here to give you your second part of January general reading. This is a general reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for the 15th through the 31st of January 2020. Hope you guys all had a fabulous holiday. I was on vacation, and I do apologize. I was unable to get the first part of January readings out in time. But we are here, and we're to the second part of January, and these are going to be readings for you, okay? I have two decks because there are going to be two rows. Top row is going to be what's going on outside of you, and the bottom row, what's going on inside of you. What are you thinking? What are you feeling? Okay, Gemini? Fabulous. So without any further ado, let's get rolling. Okay, so one flipped over. We'll keep that one. Six of Swords is what that card is. Okay, let's see. That looking good for you? Good. Okay. What else is going on around Gemini? What's going on in Gemini's world right now? Oh, there's another one. Seven of Swords. Six of Swords and Seven of Swords in a row, Gemini. What are the chances? I definitely see progress, movement forward, and something going on in your life. Let me finish pulling, and then I'll get to the reading. What else is going on with Gemini? Okay, two flipped. I guess you're going to get two extras. Okay. Let's see here. Ten of Wands. And I am going to have to move these over to get the general energy in. Okay, so I apologize for that. Okay, and let's see here. So we have Six of Swords, Seven of Swords, Ten of Wands, Page of Swords. So lots of swords, lots of in your head this month. But your overall energy is the Sun. So I think overall you're feeling pretty good this month. You're happy. For some of you, it's victories and movements forward in some aspect. Let's pull up what's going on mentally. What is Gemini thinking? What are they feeling at this time? Hangman. Okay. Three of Cups. So these are definitely coming out easier than the others. What is Gemini thinking? We have the Page of Cups. Okay, all these emotion cards are in your mind. So your thoughts are possibly focused on how you're feeling for some of you. And then the Strength card. Okay. Okay, so what's going on for Gemini? We're going to start with the top row. In general, I said the Sun cards here. Well, I see victory. I feel like, Gemini, you're definitely happy. There are those of you out there that are finding some forward movement in your life in some aspect. This could be happiness because of, God, it's going to be different for different ones of you, but it could be, I'm seeing some of you are moving in your work, like you're being promoted, or you've got a new job, or you've got a project or a case or an expansion that you wanted. Something you wanted, you're happy about because you're receiving it or you've recently received it. And it's definitely a new chapter. If this isn't happening now, it just recently happened and you're now in that position and you're very happy to be starting because it's a new start. I'm really feeling for many of you, the sun is about a new start, moving away from the old and into something new, and it's backed by the victory card. Okay. Wow, I think I put my, yep, I did. I put these cards in all upside down. Excuse me, that bugs me. I really just have to. I have to put these right side up. Okay, so definitely feeling for some of you, it definitely feels like a forward movement card. Okay, even though there's no chariot or anything here, I'm definitely feeling like you're feeling blessed, you're feeling joy, you're feeling good in terms of your life or where you're at in some aspect, if not overall, okay? So in general, I really feel like this is going to be a month of optimism where you're going to feel well, your well-being is going to be kicked in, you're going to feel blessed, you're going to have energy at this time, good health, and happy. Forward movement, definitely, and it's emphasized here with the Six of Swords. For some of you, you've recently got out of a really rotten situation. And, you know, this isn't just work. This could be in any aspect of your life. I'm seeing some of you moving out of a home or away from a toxic relationship. Or it definitely could involve a job you were unhappy with. For some of you, you weren't capable of quite leaving that job, but you've moved to a different part of the company. So you're in the same building or whatever, you just moved. You've been separated from, I feel like it's other coworkers you were having issues with. Now you've moved. Okay. Some Geminis are having, you know, relationships come up. And I do see here, and you've got some relationship issues going on. I really feel like for some of you, if you aren't right now, it recently happened, you're either thinking about leaving a relationship because there was some deceit involved there. Okay, with the Seven of Swords, definitely expresses to me that you're purging away things, people, out of your life at this time. But in terms of relationships, I feel like there was some dishonesty, and you're definitely thinking about leaving, or are in the process of leaving, or recently left. Okay. To start a new chapter for yourself. I don't feel like there's much in the way of communication right now for those Geminis working through that. Okay. For some Geminis, I really feel like you feel like somebody's done you wrong or is doing you wrong. You feel like you put in a lot of effort into something and it's not being reciprocated, and it makes you want to leave because you want more than what you're receiving. It's been a lot of hard work, and this really feels relationship. For some of you, this is definitely going to be romantic relationship, especially with the cups here. But definitely whenever I speak of love, I'm thinking of all sorts of love. Okay, we could be talking, for some of you, this could be family members. For others of you, it's lifelong friends or people you know at work. But definitely for some of you, that really is romantic. Like, it does feel very new, though, with the Page of Cups. So this is either recent, you know, somebody you've recently started dating or hooking up with, or it's a new issue. That's the other thing that's coming up here for me. So you're definite, and it's not something you're talking about with the Page of Swords way down here. I mean, I really feel like, excuse me, the new mat's a bit slick. It's telling me that you're not opening up about this right now. I really feel like you're keeping a lot of this balled up and inside. You're thinking about it a lot. And oddly, this is what's going on around you, not within you. Okay, so I feel like a lot this month. You are very in your head this month. Very, very, very much in your head. At least for this group of Geminis that are dealing with the issues within a relationship. Although I don't feel like it, it expresses itself fully. Because you do have the sun here, and I do feel like if you're looking at your life, you're happy with how your life is going. It's just this particular thing, this particular relationship or aspect or situation. It's kind of like that black dot in a blue sky sort of thing. So it's like that one area, and you're like, and I'm having to work so hard at it. Why? And who knows? I do feel, though, some of you feel like, I mean, for some of you, definitely, there's some deceit or dishonesty happening. But for others of you, you feel like that's what's going on. For some of you, it's trust issues. You're having trust issues within a relationship at this time. And you're not talking about it. Because I feel like when I'm seeing Hangman down here in your mental sphere, which is what you're thinking and feeling, I really feel like for some of you, spiritually, you're awakened and you're aware of your own junk, your own baggage, your own issues. If this is a trust issue, I think you're being quiet because you're trying to shift your own perspective. You're trying to work things out. Because here, I see you're wanting success in this relationship. You're wanting to see it work out. You're wanting to move forward with it. So that's why the Strength card's there. Overall, mentally, you're going to stay strong and you're going to try to work on yourself here with the Tower card. Okay, I really feel like you're going to, for those Geminis at least having issues in a relationship, you're definitely going to be working on yourselves. Part of you. Some of you, that resonates none, and I really feel like there's a leaving. Some of you are leaving, some of you are staying. Staying because you're aware that maybe you're the one with the trust issues. If it's not that for you, definitely some of you are in a relationship that's toxic. Maybe there's been some cheating or dishonesty or just a lack of emotional compatibility or expression with one another, and you're wanting to leave. Okay. The Ten of Wands comes in here, and it tells me that whatever it is, it's the end of a cycle. Tens are the end of a cycle. Ones are the beginning. If you add 1 and 0, which is 10, 1 plus 0 is 1. So this is the end of a cycle and the beginning of something new. It's a lot of work, though. Okay. So at this time, Gemini, I'm saying you're working a lot. Many of you, if it's not at your job, you're putting in overtime for something new. If it's not in your job, it's definitely on yourself. You're either working on yourself, you're working on this relationship, these issues. I feel like for many Geminis, there could be certain issues around you that you're spending much of this time frame working on. Because these are important issues and they seem to affect you emotionally. Okay, for some of you though, job. Your job is very demanding right now. This is what I'm being shared. Remember, these are general readings, Gemini. If you want a more personalized reading, I do offer those. Contact information is below, okay? Take from this what you can and leave the rest. So many messages coming in. I do feel like a lot of Geminis are overworked at this time. I do feel like many Geminis are in their heads for the month, communicating less than they normally would, especially when it comes to problem issues. I think a Gemini at this time, for some of you, you're more apt just to get up and go than try to resolve. For some of you, you're moving homes, you're moving out of relationships and into something new. I think I said that earlier. That just popped up again and I had to say it. Okay, so the Six of Swords is all about purging and taking whatever lessons you have learned and leaving. The Seven of Swords shows me progression. So I'm seeing movement here. And so I'm feeling movement from one situation into something new. Okay, you're either thinking about doing it right now, or you're in the middle of doing it, or you've recently done it, okay? Or you plan to do it. But not a whole lot of chit-chat going on. I think your head's down, you're burning the midnight oil, and you're trying to bring down your to-do list. I think a lot's going on, and most of it you're pretty excited about in your life. I think life is going pretty good for many of you, despite these little issues, or I shouldn't say little. These issues, whatever they happen to be, if they're little or big, despite whatever this is for you, you're managing to stay optimistic and positive. And when I'm looking at your emotional mindset, I'm seeing here that you're focused on new beginnings in love, or in healing, on working on yourself, on big changes going on. The Strength card shows up because it's saying that you're gonna be strong enough at this time to work through all these changes and transitions. I see definitely a lot of, airplanes taking off. I see boxes moving. Definitely feeling like some of you are traveling, if not for work, to move to a new home. Okay, so definitely picking up your stuff and relocating. Some Geminis, at this time are definitely relocating. And if it's not home, it's office. You're relocating to a new office, a new cubicle, to a new department. There's just a lot of shuffling around, but you're happy about it, which tells me you're moving on and out of a place which was uncomfortable for you, or that you were just unhappy with and dissatisfied. Emotionally, when the Hanged Man comes up, it tells me that you're thinking about things, okay? I'm really feeling like you're a lot in your head right now because you're thinking about all this stuff going on. So there's really not a whole lot of communication going on. You're either thinking or you're acting. And that to-do list, it's like a scroll and it rolls out. You've got lots going on. Very busy, it feels. In a good way. With the door here, I'm really feeling like doors are opening for you. And I mean that figuratively and physically. Like I said, some of you are opening your door to your new apartment or your new home or your new car. You're opening a door to your new office or to your cubicle or to a new aspect in your life, a new relationship or a new beginning within a current relationship. Definitely new starts are on your mind, and they're emotionally gratifying, especially with the Page of Cups here. And Page is new. He's not the king. He's the page, the prince, the queen, the king. So he's at the very bottom, which tells me it's something new. Something new going on for you, and it's something new that affects you emotionally. So this is going to be different for different ones of you. This speaks to opportunities to heal, but also opportunities to broaden your horizons, to expand yourself. This could be in work, this could be at home, this could definitely and certainly is for many of you within relationships. Okay. Definitely got love or improvement on your mind, success. I mentioned a bit earlier that some of you, it's about the spiritual journey. You're awakened. A fraction of you are definitely very spiritually attuned to yourself and to what's going on around you. And I think you're putting in the effort this month. You're much more introverted and thinking about how to improve yourself, how to improve your lot in life, or you're grateful for the things that have already happened to you or that are happening to you right now. And you're seeing the doors open with the Three of Cups here, and that's a beautiful card of expansion, okay? It is a beautiful card of collaborating with others, so relationships definitely here. But, you know, symbolic to the idea that there are a set of keys and a door opening here. I'm absolutely certain that many of you are opening a new chapter, a new door, if not one, many. Okay, and you're very happy about that. And if it's not happening now, it recently happened. Another message I just received is after you've worked on yourself, doors will begin to open. The other thing I just heard is the key to success, the key to this door is in working on yourself right now. Okay, and that, I think, message goes with those in relationships where you might have trust issues. It's dealing with your own stuff, your own baggage. So if it might not be trust, that's an example, but it ties in quite nicely with seven. Sevens are about having faith. Faith in yourself, faith in others, faith in trust in your journey in this life. So definitely it's a lifelong lesson for you, and it's one you're working on and privy to for this time frame. Okay, so I'm going to pull an additional card. This is John Holland Psychic Tarot for the Heart. And let's pull an additional message for Gemini, shall we? What do they need to know? What do they need to hear at this time? Many of you are moving on. That doesn't surprise me. My very first words was this was going to be a reading about moving. There's a lot of movement, moving on, moving away from, moving into. Okay, 8, the 8 at the top of this card, it signifies success. So you're on the right track in your life, Gemini. That's confirmation. Just got chills all the way up my body. Spirit guides are definitely letting me know that that's confirmation that you're on the right path. You're doing the right thing. I'm drawn to the flowers at the top of the card, which, let's see here. I don't even know if you can see them, but there's one right there, and there's a few amidst the rocks over here. But nevertheless, flowers mean happiness, and we got the sun to back that up. You're walking, the guy is walking, or the woman is walking into the flowers, okay? Definitely moving on and into something new. That's what the Ten of Wands is saying. It's a lot of work, and there's lots of lessons here you're learning, so be privy and pay attention, okay? It can be as minute as moving on into a healing a hurt relationship and into something, you know, into a new chapter within that relationship, to as big as moving on in terms of moving to a new home or a new job, maybe to another country. It'll be different for different ones of you. Moving is big, and it is happening right now for you. What other messages can we give Gemini right now? Okay, so share the love. And, you know, this tells me, because I see it silhouetted in the background, man and woman here. I do feel like for many of you, this is relationship oriented. Definitely for some of you, it's love. And it's talking about healing. Healing. You see how the heart is cracked in half, light coming through. I do feel like that's mending of the heart for many of you. Mending issues. But also, spiritually speaking, this is you healing your own self, because we got a singular hand here. And, you know, spirit is light. I do feel like many of you are at this time healing yourself, so as, you know, as pertains to relationship issues or issues within your life. You're understanding that if you want things to change in your life, you have to work on yourself first. And I do feel like many of you are definitely taking and doing that, or at least thinking about it at this time. It's come out in the reading. Okay, for many of you, it's healing current relationships, but for others of you, just without any of the love, set that all aside. You're just moving into a new spot in your life. This could be in any aspect, work or home, with your family. And, you know, I do feel love is going to be highlighted for you. Your relationships, should I say, more matter of fact. And so we've got moving and we've got love relationships on deck at this time. Okay, so those are your messages. I hope they resonate. Drop a comment below. Let me know what it is for you. Is it love? Is it work? Does any of this resonate? Just drop me a comment. And if you happen to like the reading or the style of reading, the cards I use, hit the like and subscribe button. Love having you here as a part of my family. If you want to know every time I post a new video, hit the bell button. It will let you know. It will let you know whenever I drop that new video. It will notify you. There's the word. Okay, so hopefully you're doing well. And until next time, do take care, Gemini. Love and light always. Namaste.